Okay, so let's stop calling women gold diggers and why don't we just evaluate their love language? For example, the only way I was ever shown love, ever, by my biological father was money and gifts. My parents were high school sweethearts, but back in those days, they didn't put a show on MTV, you know. It was a disgrace to be pregnant as a teenager out of wedlock. So they were married and divorced by the time I was two. Yeah, but I was a holiday child with my dad. So the only way my dad, my biological father, ever showed me love was giving me money and gifts. It's the only way. I never got hugs, words of affirmation, nothing. It was just, yeah, just money, gift giving. And then I had my mom was married a couple other times, and I, had boyfriends, even a girlfriend at one time. But the only way, even any of my father figures, her boyfriends ever showed me any kind of love or affection was through money or gift giving. So that's the only way I knew from parental figures. And then, when you date these narcissists, a few of my toxic connections, it makes sense that they ripped me off thousands of dollars, some of the most toxic relationships. But in the beginning, they would love bomb me and help me with my bills and buy me things. And, because I always viewed the man as the protector, the provider. That's what my false religious belief systems, growing up so religiously with my grandma, having Bible studies every morning and prayer every morning with her. And I was always taught the man is the provider, the protector. So when he gives you money and gives you gifts, he cares for you. So all these false belief systems are ingrained in my head since childhood. So it's my belief system that if a man gives me money and spends money on me and provides for me and makes sure that my needs are met and my bills are paid, that he cares about me, and that I should in exchange do acts of service and be, be that's my duty as a woman. So, when you have these false belief systems stuck in your head, and then the law tells you, well, if men pay you money and you're intimate with them, well, that's considered illegal. And then you have all these sites, these escorts, sugar dating. So where do these relationships fit in? When you're a child and you're so confused and you're thinking, okay, the man is the protector, the provider. He gives me money. He helps me with my bills. And you're taught from childhood that, it's your duty to, please your man. So, I mean, but according to the law, that's illegal. Or is it illegal? I mean, women do it every day. Men pay the bills and they please their husbands. I mean, isn't that a form of, what's the word? I mean, men are always paying something to get us women naked. I mean, yeah. Is I mean, when you're taught from childhood, it's not that I'm a gold digger, I'm materialistic. It's my love language. It's all I have ever known. It doesn't make me a whore or a prostitute. It's my love language. When men give me money, I think, oh, they care for me, they love me. Because since childhood, that is the only way I was ever shown love by any of the father figures in my life. So, and honestly, I'm a simple person. I don't wear a lot of jewelry. I shop at thrift stores. I don't really spend a lot of money on myself. So I spend money on my those that I care about and I love. I put my money back in my business, and I spend money on my love language because gift giving is my love language. It's all I've ever known. So it's not that I'm a gold digger or that, I just want your money. It's just that that's my love language, and that's what I was taught since childhood. It doesn't make me a whore or a prostitute if a man is gifting me money or giving me gifts to be intimate with him, because that is my love language. That is how I view it. That is my mindset. That is my perception. So, how do you differentiate between these laws that say, okay, if a man is spoiling you and giving you money, I mean, is it escort? Is it sugar daddy? Is it prostituting? Is it traditional relationships? How do you make that differentiation between what's legal, what's not legal, if that's your love language and that's the only way you've ever shown love by men growing up since childhood? Psychology says we date our dads, our husbands. So if that's how you were shown love, I mean, it makes sense. And then the fact that I dated this psychopath that was spiteful and vindictive and, banned me from all dating sites. And I mean, I was only put on sugar daddy dating sites and escort sites. I mean, it kind of just put me in that direction to, yeah, he destroyed my dating life. But hey, if that's my love language, I'm being connected to these men that are, providing for my needs. We all seek partners that meet our needs and our expectations, whether it be financial, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. We all have needs. And, our needs are going to change. And yeah, men have physical, sexual needs, and women tend to, look to men to be the providers, the protectors. Does that make women, prostitutes because they're looking to the man to provide, in exchange for them being intimate? Well, traditional relationships are like that. Sugar daddy, escort. I mean, what is the difference? Really?